Hello, investor. I'm Dara. EU just hit a penalty fines to Apple and Meta, two big companies inside the US. So what has happened? Let me introduce you to DMA, or we call it as Digital Market Act. So what is this? It is a European Act agreement law stated to all supplier or companies inside the Europe. They don't care how big, how small they are, to make sure they use the information, data of the consumer inside Europe safely and they treat it fairly, right? But this is where things got interested. You see, with Apple and Meta back in 2024, there's a lot of case between them. Let's talk about Apple. They have been accused of their app store, meaning that the software developer, the app developer cannot sell their app outside of US, outside of Apple, right? App Store control everything. The Apple in the US control everything. This is a disadvantage to all other suppliers around the world, right? That's number one. Number two, with Meta, is more of a consumption side, right? They use pay or consent, meaning that if the consumer of Facebook, of Instagram, pay Meta, they don't have to see any ads, right? It's free. However, if they don't, they get to see ads. They get to see personalized ads. Meta use all the information combined between Instagram and Facebook and give the user the ads. This is unfair because it gives less right for the user. Now, what's the reaction from the big companies? Apple is not happy, Facebook is not happy, Meta is not happy. Everyone is just rage over Europe, saying that this take the freedom from the US companies and not giving them any right at all. And hopefully in the future, right, this won't happen, because this just keep happening to the two big companies. It's taken a lot of stress, right? For my side, I don't take any side at all, right? I look into both sides, Apple, Meta, and Europe. The Europe has fined Apple 500 million pounds and Meta 200 million pounds. This figure is not a lot, right? It's just a simple clothing to the two companies. However, it will create a disruption in the supply chain with the overall current situation of trade war between the US and the China, right? Europe and China have been playing this game against US, and they try to make the world a disruption for the US, right? That's what I believe.